I'm Brandon Kilojansky here with Ken Nesbit, author. Mr. Nesbit, what can you tell me? What kind of books do you write?
I write poetry for kids, but I don't write, the kind of boring poetry that some adults might have grown up on. I write funny poetry for kids, so it's like jokes, really.
Nice.
Joke books. The idea is to make kids laugh and actually then want to read.
Yeah. And why did you decide to come to West Elementary today?
Well, actually, they invited me to come. It's quite common for authors to visit elementary schools, and here at West Elementary, they have a really strong PTA they invite a different author to visit every year. And this year, I was lucky enough to be the author that they decided to invite to come and talk to the kids.
Yeah, very nice. This is a great event over here. And what was your presentation about today for the students?
Well, what I'm doing with the kids is I share funny poetry with them, and then I show them how to write poetry themselves in a way that's really fun and really exciting. So hopefully they'll walk away thinking, wow, that was so easy, I could do that.
Let me out of the classroom. Let me out of the school. I'm not so good at geography. I would rather be watching TV. It's still 20 minutes till recess. Lunch is hours away. Someone please, please, please get me out of the class today. Someone's here with a note now. Teacher's calling my name. She says my mother is right outside. I should go and she'll give me a ride to my yearly dentist appointment. I forgot it today. Teacher, please, please, please help me out. Won't you let me stay?
I'm here with Mrs. Urbanski, the library teacher here at West Elementary. Mrs. Urbanski, what do we have going on here today?
We have an author visit with Ken Nesbit, who is a poet and author, and he's all the way from Washington, the state. And he's come here today because our author committee here at West Elementary feels it's important to bring an author every year if we can afford to do that. And the PTA is wonderful. They support this, and they're the ones that help fund, the funding for the author visit. And the reason that we do this every year, if we can, which so far, not when we've been able to do that, every year we do this because authors need to come alive and books need to come alive for students so they get excited about reading. And it doesn't matter if it's poetry, whatever it is, we just need to get them excited. Because if you don't get kids by second grade interested in reading, it's kind of like it starts to really go down from there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And what kind of things will the students be doing today with Mr. Nesbit?
The students are writing poetry with him, learning about him, of course, a little bit about his life, and seeing all the books that he has written or has poems in. And what's nice is that he helps them write a poem and talks about the rhyming and using how you can use poetry and the fun of it. And that's the whole idea, is to bring the joy of it together for the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you hope that students will take away from this? What can they learn from Mr. Nesbit?
Hopefully they'll learn that authors are real people, and they could be an author too in the future if they wanted to be. They can write whatever they want. We have different authors come. This year he's a poet, which is our focus for our whole school this year, actually, poetry. So that's an important focus for them. And he's showing them how everyone can write poetry, and different kinds of poetry. It doesn't have to be his style necessarily, but it's nice for the kids to see how human people are and that they write and that they enjoy what they do. And that's and reading has to be key. Otherwise, for anything, whatever job you choose in the future, you need to be able to read for it. So that's our goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Inside my lunch, to my surprise, a perfect heart-shaped love note lies.
I'm here with Cassidy at West Elementary. And Cassidy, what did Mr. Nesbit talk to you about today?
He talked to us about how to write your own poems, and you can write about anything in your poems.
Oh. And what did you learn from him today?
I learned that you can write about anything in your poems, and as long as you have fun with writing your poems.
And what was your favorite part from his presentation today?
Reading the poems to us, they are really funny.
Thank you very much.
Senior. We're here with student John Barrett. There was a presentation today at our school. A very special guest, New York State Attorney General Andrew Cuomo, is here today. What is the reason for his visit?
He wanted to inform us about student loan, some legislation he passed.
And how did the presentation go today?
Thought it went pretty well. Andrew Cuomo talked for about 15 minutes and just gave us an overview of the legislation, and then some other government people in government talked, and it was kind of interesting.
Did you feel that it was very informative?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Senior. I am here with Mrs. Kovic, and there's a presentation today at our school. How are we as East Senior selected?
We didn't get a chance to ask him that question. I know that he's going to 5 or 6 sites across the state to make these announcements and these presentations. And when they offered us as a site, we just took it and said that was a great idea. So we didn't ask how we were selected.
And how do you feel the presentation went today?
I think it went very well. Certainly we need to do something about the cost of college, but in the meantime, protecting students' rights when they're getting college loans is a huge step in the right direction. And to have all of the lawmakers behind it the way they are is just terrific. And the announcement was, I think, very well received by our students.
All right, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
What was the reason for his visit?
He came here to announce federal legislation regarding student loans, which I think is going to affect every student in these halls.
And how were we selected as East Senior?
To tell you the truth, I don't have a clue, but I was really excited when Mrs. LaPaglia had given me an email and a call saying the Attorney General was coming here, and that's a big thing. And to select East Senior out of the hundreds of high schools in Western New York, it's pretty amazing. I think he made a great choice.
And how do you feel that the presentation went today?
I think it went great, and I think our students asked very articulate questions. Congressman Higgins, Assemblyman Schroeder, and Senator Stokowski really enjoyed being here. So I was really excited.
Chilly day here at the West Seneca Fireman's Park at the Geyser cross-country event. It seems the competitors are ready, so let's get started. What are you doing here today at West Seneca Fireman's Park?
It's the annual Geyser Run for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. It's all held for all boys and girls in the West Seneca Central Schools.
And what school are you with today?
West Elementary.
Are you guys going to win today?
We've had a good showing in years past. Our kids work really hard. We have a morning runners club where we get over 130 student participants coming in the morning, and they practice running in the morning. So I think our kids will do well.
So what school do you guys go to?
East.
And were you guys ready for today's events?
Yes. Yeah, it should be. Yes.
How do you guys get prepared for today's events?
We stretch out our arms and our legs, and we did a little campus run around here. We had runners club in school, and that helped us get ready for this. Stretch our legs, arms, and body.
And you guys think you guys are going to win? Is East going to win?
Hopefully, I think we got a pretty good chance. East is beast. Yes.
Thank you guys. So what school are you here representing?
We are representing Northwood today. I am Mrs. McCarthy. Our students here in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade have been preparing for this race by running in our Runners Club on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, and also preparing during physical education class.
So what are you guys doing here today?
We're here because my daughter Caitlin is running in the Geyser Run.
And what grade is she in?
She's in 5th grade at West Elementary.
How did you get prepared for today's events?
I stretch.
And as a parent, what do you do for the cross-country events?
Prepare.
Yeah. To prepare.
We made sure she got a good night's sleep and she ate a good breakfast.
I'm guessing you go to East. So you have face paint on.
Yes, I do go to East.
East Eagles.
Yeah, East Elementary.
And you ready for today's events?
Yes, I am psyched.
All right, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Jeff Famer. I'm here with Mr. Malaka, gym teacher. Mr. Malaka, what's going on today?
Today's our annual Gary Geyser cross-country run. I've been doing it for a number of years. It involves all of the West Seneca schools, elementaries, and today you're going to see hundreds of runners participate in both a 3/4 of a mile and a half-mile run.
Mr. Malaka, what schools are you running for today?
Allendale Elementary, and I've got about 60 runners from Allendale participating this morning.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm Jeff Famer. I'm here with Brendan Gregg, a varsity cross-country runner, and we're here at the Gary Geyser Run. Brendan, what was your job today at today's race?
Today I was just rabbiting the races, trying to help the kids out, trying to make them go faster and stuff, show them the course.
All right, and from personal experience, what do you think is most satisfying about running a race like this?
I think it's really good for one, it's good for the kids. It builds confidence for the kids who even if they just finish the race, that's an accomplishment for them. And I think it's good for us just to see all the new faces and the kids and stuff like that.
And do you see some of these kids actually coming up and maybe participating in a level that you participate at?
Oh yeah, I definitely could see the kids that race today maybe running in high school or middle school or whatever, All
right, thank you very much.
Yep.
I am Jeff Famer. I'm here with Tony George. Tony, what did you do during today's race?
I rabbited, meaning I just lead.
And from personal experience, what do you think the most satisfying thing about finishing a race like this is?
Beating the kid you need to beat, basically, or getting a good time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
begin today's program by recognizing a few of our honored guests. The American Legion Color Guard, the American Legion Post 735, the American Legion Ladies Auxiliary Unit 735, the Niagara Frontier Marine Corps League, VFW Post 2940, the 8113 American Vets, the Seabees, the 82nd Airborne, the VFW Post 8113.
Hi, I'm Madeline Hall with West Cable, and I'm here with Mr. Palace. And we would like to know where you served.
I served during the Korean War from 1952 to 1955 in the Marine Corps.
I was in the Army during the Vietnam conflict. I was actually with the Army National Guard. I was never in the country of Vietnam, but I did serve during that period. I did put 6 years in the Army.
President Eisenhower signed the bill proclaiming November 11th as Veterans Day. Not to celebrate war, but to celebrate peace and to honor those who sacrificed in its cause. We can debate war and we can debate politics, but there's no debating that the freedoms we exercise in doing so have been attained by the men and women who have served in our armed forces. Today we recognize millions of men, women, and families who have sacrificed for us, our families, and future generations. They sacrificed for peace and for the rights, liberties, and freedoms that we all enjoy. Rights, liberties, and freedoms that others can't imagine. Today it's our privilege to say thank you to all American veterans, letting them know we appreciate their service and honor their sacrifices.
Hi, I'm Jeff Famer. I'm here with Mr. McSwan, principal at West Seneca West Senior High School. Mr. McSwan, what happened today?
Good morning, Jeff. Today we had our annual Veterans Day celebration. We put this together back in 2000 to show our appreciation to the veterans that have been able to provide us with some freedoms, liberties, and rights that others can't enjoy.
I'm here with Mrs. Kovach, Superintendent of the West Seneca School District. Mrs. Kovach, what was your take on the ceremony today?
Well, I thought it was a tremendous opportunity for us in the West Seneca School District to honor the veterans, but I also thought it was a tremendous opportunity to see our students in action and how respectful and honorable they can be in a situation such as this.
I'm here with Steve Marchetti from West Seneca West Senior High. Steve, what's your take on Veterans Day? What's it mean to you?
Yes, it is a day that we can all celebrate our veterans of this great country who have passed away in this war.
And how do you feel was the most inspirational part of the ceremony today, and why?
The most inspirational part of the ceremony was when all of our veterans of this country walked into West Seneca West Senior High School and we pledged our allegiance for them. This country is amazing.
Through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
We honor and celebrate those veterans who served, fought, and sacrificed so much in the defense of our great nation. Today we can see, we can thank, and we can shake the hands of veterans from world wars, from the Korean conflict, from Vietnam, Desert Storm, Enduring Freedom, and Iraqi freedom. We honor veterans from operations in Grenada, Haiti, and the Balkans. We honor those who served in so-called times of peace, yet who still risked their lives in training and in operations that barely caught the nation's attention in order to secure peace for our nation and others. This service to our nation is now part of our rich history. We also recognize our current warriors who continue the great tradition of honorable service.
Hi, I'm Jeff Famer. I'm here with Mr. Beeler. Mr. Beeler, what happened today at West?
Well, this morning was the annual Veterans Day recognition ceremony that West Seneca West started. I would say this is at least the 8th or 9th year that they have been recognizing veterans, although each year it does get much better. So it's an opportunity for some of our veterans to come in. They present the colors, and then we have various speakers that present on the meaning of Veterans Day and how we should celebrate Veterans Day, as well as family members of military personnel who are currently serving.
And what did you serve for?
I was in the Air Force Reserves for 10 years. I served with the military police and was a firearms instructor for them.
I'm here with Mr. Wassinger. Mr. Wassinger, what kind of veteran groups are represented in the ceremony today?
Well, today we had the Veterans of Foreign War, we had the American Legion, we had the Marine Corps League, we had recruiters from the Marine Corps, Army, Navy, as well as the Gold Star mothers, who Gold Star meaning they've lost a son or daughter in combat.
Mr. Wassinger himself is a veteran of this country. Can you just explain to us what your role in the military was?
Sure. I was in the Army Reserve for 28 years. I began as an infantry and soldier, moved into as a drill sergeant, combat engineer, and I finished my career as the first sergeant of Army Training Company.
And what would you like for the students to take away most from this ceremony?
Well, I think certainly a respect for what we have as Americans and how that came to be and who we should be grateful for.
I think a lot of this is just what it means to be an American and what it takes to keep our freedoms.
I hope they take away just an appreciation of exactly what we all do have here in America. And you know, sometimes we can be pretty rough on one another, but it's nice to take the opportunity just to kind of look back and realize that maybe we are a little more similar than we are different, and appreciate what we have.
You know, sure, the answer to the question, how do we thank veterans? And that's really a simple answer. We don't need to go out of our way significantly. We don't need to have significant opportunities where we honor them and whatnot. It's really a recognition of the service that they provided, and we can do that by enjoying our lives that we have every day, exercising the freedoms that they have, such as voting, helping each other, volunteering.
West Middle today, here with Principal Mr. Graham. And what is the purpose of today's activities?
Well, today was a nice example of the school coming together to share spirit as a community. And I think it's really important. We only have the students here for 2 years. They're in the elementary schools for 6, 7 years sometimes. They're up at the high schools for 4. We only get them for 2 years. So for 7th and 8th grade, we want to begin to develop that true blue and gold spirit here at West Elem.
More school spirit, be more involved in your school, and also to prepare you for high school. You're going to start seeing these things.
All right, what's up? All right, now we're going to introduce the athletic teams.
And what was your favorite part of Spirit Hour?
My favorite part of Spirit Hour was the rock band playing for our school.
Why did you enjoy it?
It was loud and everybody showed the most school spirit.
I'm here at West Middle today with Samantha, and what kind of activities did you guys do during the Spirit Hour?
We had the rock band play 2 songs, and then we had each team, 6 teams, make a float.
And what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was probably when all the floats came out because they were all really cool to look at.
Okay, thank you.
running the pep rally today helped bring students and teachers together because together they created the float designs. They helped to be lyrics for fight songs. Both of those were constructed with teachers and student input. So the whole event from start to finish was created by teachers and students together. So I think it allowed them an opportunity to come together for a common reason. And in the end, we had an awesome pep rally.
And what part did you enjoy most of all?
Actually, just being a spectator after I was part of the whole planning process to see it all, kind of come together and all happen and just watch the kids for an hour, just really enjoy themselves and be proud to be part of West Middle.
Thank you. I'm here with Cynthia, and do you think this event helped bring the school together today?
Yes, because we all have a great time and it supports our school.
I'm here with Mr. Olmsted, and how do you think the school benefited from this event today?
Well, I think, the important thing is to the kids take some ownership in their school and really feel a sense of school spirit. And I think we really give the kids an opportunity to be excited about school and about what their school represents and all the sports teams and all the great activities we had here. And everybody got a chance to showcase marching band, cheerleaders, athletes. It was really good. It was really well done. I mean, the kids had a great time. So, and so did the teachers and staff. So I guess it was equal on both sides. Everybody had fun.
Going on today, it's alright.